Glenn Sanford is out and Leo Pareja is in. eXp Realty has a new CEO. Now, this is actually the third major change from a major brokerage this year, and that's going to continue to happen. In 2024, it's going to be a continual shakeup at the top. Now, to be clear, though, Glenn Sanford, although he is stepping down from the CEO position from eXp Realty, the brokerage, he remains at the helm of eXp World Holdings. So that's the parent company. So I just want to be clear there. The first shakeup, at least here very recently, was Remax's Nick Bailey stepping down. This was right around the time there was earnings happening. And then before that, we had Keller Williams president Marc stepping down. And a few months before that, it's probably a year before that, we had the Coldwell Banker Gorman stepping down there as well. So at this point, let me know in the comment section which is the next brokerage to make a leadership change. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in 2024. I'm not gonna make a prediction on what of the major brokerages is gonna do it or who's gonna be the first one, but I will make a prediction that there's gonna be at least 3 more change ups from a leadership perspective, from CEOs, from presidents, because of what we have going on with the NAR settlement and a lot of uncertainty. We just recorded a video on the Department of Justice getting the opportunity to reopen something that they had closed and litigated 3 years ago or 4 years ago at this point. So that's going to continue to happen. Now, what does this mean for eXp Realty? I think there's a lot of good, like a lot of fantastic things that are going to happen for eXp altogether. And full disclosure, my license is with eXp Realty. That's been that way since 2019 when I made the move. Now, I've had the great fortune of knowing Leo Pareja since 2018, and I actually credit him for being a big reason on why I went all out on YouTube. So just a little quick, I'll share that story, but really what gets me excited about what gets me excited about Leo taking over eXp from a CEO perspective is that he is incredible at real estate. He was a top agent worldwide. That's huge. So he was a phenomenal practitioner from a real estate agent perspective. At that time, he was with KW, and he was the number 1 agent for the entire KW network, and I believe a top 3 agent worldwide across all brokerages. So that man can sell real estate. Now, another big part of his arsenal is a technology side. So he was the co-founder of Remind. He and 2 other gentlemen started Remind, which became part of so many MLSs. Over 80% of the MLSs in the country had Remind as part of their arsenal, and that's actually where our paths crossed. So that Remind was something that I had come into contact in 2018, and I had used very successfully to help some of my previous clients, John and Lydia, I even remember their name to this day, find a property that they were looking for, that I was looking for a needle in a haystack, and thanks to Remind, I was able to find that needle very precisely. So it was just some staggering stats. I believe in 50, long story short, with 50 direct mailers, I ended up getting like 4 listings off of that, but one of those was actually the one that I needed, which was a property for John and Liddy in an area in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So it was just phenomenal results. It was through those results that I ended up making a video on YouTube. It was late 2018. I think it was August. Yeah, it was August of 2018. My very first video that I made public on YouTube. I published it on a Sunday towards the evening, and I was just learning YouTube. I really didn't know anything about it. Actually, I didn't know anything about it. It wasn't edited. Thumbnail was off of Canva. I didn't know really the difference between unlisted, private, schedule, nothing like that. But anyway, I made this video public on a Sunday towards the evening, and then by Monday morning, I had an email in my inbox, and that email was from Leo Pareja. So he saw my video. Now, it wasn't because my video about Remind, which is the topic that I was covering in my first video at that time, it wasn't because my video went mega viral or anything like that. It was because, of course, he as a businessman, he as somebody that believes in belly to belly relationships, that is building his name, his brand, his company, and doing anything and everything to build his company. He, of course, had Google alerts where anytime somebody mentioned Remine, he would get an email. So he knew what was going on out in the wild. Well, that's how he got a hold of my video. There's no other way. In fact, he told me. So from my video going live on a Sunday and him already been in my inbox on a Monday morning and us hopping on a call at 11 a.m. Central or 9 a.m. Central, I forget, either one of those, it was mighty impressive. So from since then, he invited me to go to an event in California. At that time, he was part of NAREP, the leadership there. I flew out. It's just fantastic. So anyway, with that being said, he's somebody that I've known for quite a while, and just seeing the way that he operates, the way that he builds businesses, and the way that he just is able to really lead from a real estate perspective, it's something I've seen firsthand prior to him joining eXp Realty. So he didn't join eXp until 2022. And since he hit 2022, he's been, I think he's gone through the entire titles. So from going from VP to, I even forget the last couple of positions that he's had, but now for him to be CEO, it's just incredible. I'm super excited to, for the direction of eXp right now. Full disclosure, I am part of eXp Realty. So one thing that I've noticed from an eXp perspective and seeing the different competitors come up, whether that's Epic, whether that's LPT, whether that's Real, I do see some major groups from eXp making a move over to the competition. It's pretty evident. So again, just being all cards out on the table, I think that this particular move is going to help. I'm not going to say prevent that, but eXp is going to go to another level that I can't even imagine. So really excited about where eXp is going at the moment. I know I really didn't have this much to say whenever I made the video about Remax and Nick Bailey stepping down, or KW's Marc stepping down, and Coldwell Banker's Ryan Gorman stepping down, because I didn't have this type of relationship with those individuals. I just reported the news in that particular case. So this is, again, the third major shakeup here in 2024 when it comes to the major brokerages. I expect several more coming down the pike, because there needs to be a directional shift. I believe the brokers that makes the best shifts, or the shifts that actually help real estate agents in a more meaningful way here post July 2024, when the implementation of the settlement agreement, or the things that were settled upon between NAR and the plaintiffs from the Sitzer Burnett case. I think whoever makes the best pivots from a broker's perspective, from an organizational perspective, is going to absolutely crush the competition. So I do think that a lot of brokerages are not going to be able to make that move, that are going to go out of business, or are going to get gobbled up and bought by other major brokerages. So that's my prediction. At least that's been one of my predictions that I had in a previous video that I made on the, I think, 17 predictions that I made post NAR, and that was one of them. But anyway, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think this means for eXp? Do you think it's going to be the same as always? Do you think it's going to be better? It's going to be worse? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you on the next one.